This program is intended for mature audiences. Parental discretion is advised.
Pour drinking.
Light it up.
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 You're tuned into the Drunken Threesomes with the first ladies. Got you turning up the temperature about 80 degrees. Growing up in a DMV, go best friend, go best friend. Bonding on this sisterhood, we know you love this blend. Come toast with us, get drunk with us, and get into this tea. Come spar with us, no judge with us, and R.E.A.D. Okay, you looking like you wanna come over and take a peek. You can have one of us or all three of us with the swinger of the week. Wow. Hey, it's the one, never the two, Meika AKA Taji. Here to bless you.
Okay, it's Kia.
And this is Mel, and this is the Drunken Threesomes with the First Ladies. Welcome.
Welcome, guys. Hey.
Okay.
Okay,
hey,
your
bitch.
new signage and stuff.
Okay, I had to let them know. Okay, I'm the one, never the two. Okay.
Okay.
For you, boo.
Yes.
Okay. Oh, that rhymes. Okay. Yes. Yes. So this evening's Black Excellence goes out to goes out to Inky Womenfolk. Yay! Okay, that's
Okay.
real. That's real. That's giving me some vibes. Yes. So the owner, Miss Tonette, has a retreat where that she created to provide healing spaces for Black women. Ooh,
Okay.
healing,
Okay.
that spiritual. Yes. Nam Yoho Renge Kyo.
I know
Yes.
that's right.
Yes. I need to get up in there and be one with myself. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. So if you want to hit her up and see what awesome things she has, you can find her on Instagram at Inky INKY Women Folk or her website at inkywomenfolk.com. So shout out to you, Queen.
Yes. Okay. Nam Myoho Renge here. And
Yes.
hey, swingies down there. Yes. Okay. So this is the part where, if you're new, you have something near water, whatever you're drinking, just pick up your glass, your cup, whatever. Pick up your dog,
Oh
And
no.
Oh.
this is the part where you toast. Don't hurt little ting ting though, but if it's a big dog, just leave them on the floor. Okay. And so let's clink, clink
Clink.
to
Oh, I disappeared.
to another episode here with your girls. Thank you for coming back, stopping by, joining us, saying hello, whatever it may be. And tonight I'm blessing you guys with some rum and coke. Okay. Something that show up on screen. Finally. Okay.
Okay. Okay.
Oh, yes, I have margarita as always. So I'm either going to have Moscato or margarita for the most part.
Okay.
Okay. Yes.
For the most part.
So yes, if my cup don't disappear in the here, there you go. Yes, I have Henny Margarita. Yum, in my big girl cup. Mm.
Okay.
Okay.
I'm either gonna have Henny or Henny. Yes. Truly.
Ah.
Yes. Okay.
Okay. Yes. She said Henny or any. Okay. I know that's right. Well, like to say welcome to all the new swingers. If you're new, make sure that you push the subscribe button and notification bell so you know when we come on. Also, like, comment, share, let us know, give us some feedback, whether it's good or bad. Just let us know what's going on. So welcome to you all, and welcome back to all the old host swingers. Thank you for allowing us to keep you coming and coming and coming.
Oh,
We
yeah.
really okay. We really appreciate you. So thanks for coming on back. And yes, everybody, make sure that you have subscribed. Okay, and a subscribe.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
So speaking of swingers, let's get into the swinger of the week. This week's swinger goes to TT. Okay.
Hey,
Yes.
TT.
Okay, yes, TT. So last week we had her husband. This week we've had her. She's also the owner of Candy Wax and Spa here in Waldorf, Maryland. Make sure you check her out. Yeah, she gives some bomb Brazilians. Okay.
Okay.
Everything else, she does a lot of hair removal, but that's my Brazilian girl. So
Yeah.
thank you so much. She tunes in. She's not usually in the chat, but she'll definitely tune in to episodes. So we thank you, TT, for your support.
Hey,
Thanks
TT.
for
I need to come
staying with
see
us and
you.
joining our orgy.
Thank
Yes,
you,
Speaking of
I'm so,
orgy,
so
it's like
pleased.
no. Oh yes.
So you are okay. And yes, speaking of not orgies, but weekend recaps. What did anybody do? What y'all do? Any week? Any what's good?
um, what I do,
Interesting. A highlight.
I clap my cheeks
Okay.
and then yes, where's
This
the
is
clap?
so amazing. I'm
Mm,
so proud. I am
where's
proud
the
of you.
clap? We were supposed to do a clap. I don't. I like that
Yes.
clap that Kia used to do with the clap, 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 clap. That one that
Oh,
sound like
that clap.
Oh, that sound like,
No, the
yes, that sound
other
like cheeks
clap.
clapping.
yes.
Yes, the
So
other
anyway,
clap.
yeah. So I did that. I worked, and then also was taken on a date by Nikia Denise Carpentry, and we went to Piano Keys. Piano Keys is in Brandywine. I had found it on TikTok. And I was like, okay, that look cute in there. So we tried it out, and then my sister and her good girlfriends showed up as well. They went somewhere else to eat, and then they came, and it was really cute. It was
Okay.
really cute. I had the Cadillac Records. That was like a Casamiga margarita type of thing, and the catfish nuggets was slamming. And then, oh yes, so it was cute. Like there's a DJ in there, black excellence, just black vibe, just I love being black and just everybody just
Yes,
having a good
yes.
time, no drama, dancing. And then so when Christine and her two good girlfriends came, we all moved to the back. And in the back, that's where they be back there, the mature crowd. They be getting it in on the dance floor in the back.
Yes.
So yes, we had a good time, a party with them. So that was really cute. And I feel like I'm forgetting something. I did something else, but I just can't think of what it is right now. But yes, I had a really, really nice weekend.
Good.
Mhm.
Yes. So I did the same thing. Um, their food was really good. Not the entertainment, but well, yeah, the DJ entertainment. It was good. He was good, really good, playing all kinds of genres. Yes. Yes, you know me. I was when I walked through the door, I was like, yes, this is my one. So yes, they was just giving it to me. And yeah, it was just like Melanie said, it was just black excellence everywhere. And I had like Purple Rain and Reunited. Those were the names of the drinks. And then
Oh, it was
and
in the
then
reunited.
yeah, so the because the name of the restaurant was Piano,
Mm-hmm.
what Melanie said.
Piano keys.
Piano Keys. All the drinks were named after either a song or like a music label. So Reunited,
Uh-huh.
and it
What was
so
in
You
that?
said what was in it.
oh, I thought you
Okay.
I'm sorry. I didn't hear that part. Okay, I'm sorry. I don't know. It's whatever.
Oh, okay. You just ordered it.
Sorry.
It sounded cute.
Yes, I'm so sorry. It was
Okay.
delicious. Yeah, I missed that
Okay.
whole part. And
Kia
then
had a bunch
Purple
of
Rain
drinks.
was delicious.
Huh?
Okay. So she was actually out drinking with you. Look at
Yeah,
her.
she
She
I
was
only
paying
had one
attention.
drink. She was having the drinks, honey.
Hey, okay.
Yeah,
Cause y'all keep
exactly.
talking about me, and I'm telling y'all, my kidneys have and my liver have like grown up. Yeah, so they grown up now. I had 3 drinks.
And
Gracias.
that one lady that would not sit down was dancing all night long.
Yes, she was
Okay.
drunk.
Yeah, some ladies, yeah, they was drunk. The
Yes,
men,
and
it
a
was men
drunk.
back there too.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, y'all was they
Big
okay
man.
She was
Yeah.
getting drinks. What's her name was getting drinks? Not Chenier. Oh, why is her name leaving my brain? Um, I can't remember her name, but she was some old man with the eye patch on. Bought her a drink.
Oh, yeah. Okay, with the eye
Yes.
patch.
That was funny. All up
Okay.
close by her ear, trying to Mac Daddy.
Yes.
Ooh, okay, y'all.
Yes, it was the
Freshness.
old man. It was the old ones, old sugar daddy ones.
Okay,
Remember that?
that's it.
Those was in the back. In the back was for the mature crowd. They was all mature for
Okay,
the
in the
most part.
back. Okay,
So if you need a
yes.
sugar daddy, go on down to
Piano
Brandywine's
keys,
Piano
yes.
Keys in the back.
Okay.
In the back.
On
Yes.
Friday night, because I don't know what the other nights look like, but that was Friday night.
Okay, yes. Make note of that. Let me head on. Let me
Okay.
head out. Okay.
The DJ was an
Yes.
old head too.
That. Okay. Yes. And I didn't have anything actually. I didn't have a highlight this weekend. So mine
That's
was
all
really
right.
just really hazelnutty. So that
Okay.
was pretty much it for me. Yeah, I ain't do shit.
Get
Okay.
your rest.
So then I guess that oh yes, that moves us on. Okay. To the part that yes, well, I report on Melanie's favorite couple, but I'm not, I promise. I promise.
Oh no.
I'm not.
Mm.
I'm
Taking
definitely
on my
not.
nerves.
So come spar with us, no judge with us, and
R.E.
80. Okay.
okay,
Okay.
real entertainment all day. Hosted by, well, sourced by the Shade Room, the Neighborhood Talk, and Hollywood Unwrapped. Hosted by your girl, Meika AKA Taji, where all news is juicy and allegedly. Let's begin, shall we? First up, we got Power Book Edition because there was a little shade going on. So apparently, 50 Cent was performing and he brought out a few of some of the characters from the Power Books. But there was what went trending was, there was Tommy character and Braden. Braden came out to dap Tommy up, and Tommy kind of like brushed him off. Like he didn't give him a dap, but he kind of just like, dude, like don't touch me or whatever, and just kept, But clearly, people picked up on that diss or whatnot. So of course, Tommy he wrote, "We saw each other at the hotel afterwards and talk, all good, but." I'm still tight about that with the laughing emoji. So Braden Giovanni, of course, went and wrote this long little thing, which we're not going to go all into, but he basically said nothing was resolved in a nutshell. He said, stop spreading lies because for the social media. Yeah, the social media, you're saying that we saw each other afterwards and everything, but basically nothing was resolved. He was like, after Ghost happened, everything switched up. What is that flying around? Oh
Okay.
yeah. Okay. I was just talking and saying something for my parentheals. Stop playing with me. Damn, I'm always Jumanji when I go live. Goddamn.
Not
But
Jumanji.
put me out of character real quick. But anyway, he said, basically social media, because you're mad, everybody is asking why a 47-year-old man is showing shade to someone who everybody fucks with, in a nutshell. And then he also goes and say, you made this public on stage, grandpa, not me. Now you're dealing with the outcome of being a child. And yeah, he just basically said, I tried to make peace still after the years of disrespect and shade, and you said no. And then he simply ends it with, Tommy character still a goat though. So okay, he basically say he tried to reconcile with Tommy, whatever the beef may be, but Tommy is just like no. And apparently this beef has been ongoing for years or whatnot. And Tommy just simply came back with a, ever think about the reason you have a job? Chill out, Brayson. So I'm like, like, why? Like, what is
What
the
is
beef?
going
Why is
on
he giving
there?
them this white on white crime? Like, what is going on?
Not white on white
So yes, but I don't know what the true beef is. That part they not really saying too much about, but apparently it's been steamy for years between the two of them. And Brayson want us just drop it, get rid of it. Tommy, on the other hand, is like, nah, it's too real. So speaking of
But how
crime,
this been going on for years? Like 8 braiding like 10? What the hell?
okay,
Like,
that's it.
what kind of beef you got with a
Okay.
kid?
Okay, at 10. Yes, that was a good one. And yes, speaking of crime, like and 10 in crime, shall I say. T.I. said if King keeps doing what he doing, he gonna end up in prison. And I know that energy, and I was that energy. So basically, in a nutshell, that's the way he's coming to his kid aid. And he's basically saying,
This shit up, you ain't going to prison. Ain't no way around it. Ain't nothing I'm gonna be able to do about it. Can't nobody. Because I know that energy. I was that energy. I know exactly how it's gonna turn out. You can't. No, go ahead. I'm in the middle of something. Go ahead. This is more important. Go ahead. Come on. Thank you. All right, take it easy. Yeah.
Man, he was
So
spanking that
I
person. They
already
ain't
had that conversation with him, man. Kid's a good kid, chasing after the wrong shit. And
that was so ghetto. Somebody rolled up on him and wanted to take a selfie. Yes, in the middle, in a mix of all of that. So yeah, basically that's what he's saying. King, he a good kid, but he gonna get himself caught up in some shit I can't get him out of, and that's how he gonna have to learn. Point period, poo. So I'm like, no,
why he want to be a gangster so bad?
I don't know,
Right.
but he need to sit it on down. And speaking of who else needs to sit it on down, as you know, last week reported on Mr. Spears because he had so much to say about Lizzo, but now his stupid ass is in the hot seat of social media reacting to he did a skit and he's in hot waters and they actually have a lawsuit out now out about this. So he did a little skit and the skit was supposed to be for like it was like public service announcement. It was supposed to be funny, but it really wasn't. But it was basically a message like who to leave your kids around, like watch out who you leave your kids around. So this was like the skit, the mind of a pedophile, in which basically he's seen Tiffany Haddish, she keep leaving her son like, hey uncle, can you watch my son? And she just keep leaving the kid and she's like, just make sure you do everything uncle tell you to do. The kid is in drawers, and as you can see later on in the skit, he's just sitting there, he's watching them, everything seems to be okay, in the meantime. But then as the newspaper keep falling, you see there's actually holes in the newspaper where he's sitting here watching the kid, and the camera kept zooming in on the child's butt. And even at some point, the boy was cocked open, like his legs was spread open, and the camera was zooming in. And I was like, this is like so inappropriate. I saw it on Twitter. I was like, this is just like stupid. Like, it's not even funny. Like, it's just dumb. So now there's a lawsuit out against them, these kids that were actually in it, because they kept the sister downstairs while they were doing this filming upstairs. So now they're putting a lawsuit out
Whose
on
kids
them.
with these?
Child, that's what's uncovered. I don't know who kids these are, but I know they're older now, and apparently they are the ones who's filing this lawsuit. So it was
What?
just weirdy to watch. Like, I could send
I
it
know
to
why you
y'all.
left your damn kids with them. It's like what?
Right.
That was
And
scary. And
but then I thought I was
he should have never fucked with Lizzo because you remember the last
better.
person that said something about Lizzo died. Kevin Samuels had said some shit about Lizzo. Then he died. Now this, and now he
And
going
now
through
it
this.
is.
Like, y'all better leave Lizzo alone. And Tiffany just
So
put in the crossfire because she was a dummy.
that's what it was given, and it got a lot of backlash. But I thought I was done reporting on this until Melanie decided she wanted to drop in my DM real quick. So then after that, I guess we had an update that Tiffany Haddish did speak out on it, even though right now the case is, still ongoing. It's a legal case, and she can't really say too much about it. She do regret doing it, and that it was, distasteful in so many words, basically. But when she's able to speak on it, she'll say her piece, and that'll be that. So that's what I'm saying. You right. God and Lizzo, they don't like ugly. Cause
Okay.
listen, things happen. But in our local, also slash in our local slash out the country news, cause they be getting popping too. But right now, for now, we have Bank of America launches zero down mortgage program for Black and Hispanic first time home buyers. So they put that out there, and child, the website actually didn't crash. So they working on getting that back up. Oh, okay. Working on getting that back up.
And
But
and a crash. Okay.
yes,
Everybody
yes.
jumped on
So
that.
Okay, they is jumping on it really fast. So, because it's probably stipulations and, things to it, but people want to find out or people want to know. So
Mhm.
that is out there, guys. Yes, Bank of America and out there. But what is also out there, which is very kind of creepy but saddening, is Mother files lawsuit after her 3-year-old daughter woke up at her own funeral after doctors wrongly declared her dead. So here's this.
What?
3-year-old wakes up at her own funeral. This happened in Mexico. Camila Roxana Martinez Mendoza's family says doctors initially declared she died from a stomach infection. Once her mother noticed she was breathing inside of her coffin, she was rushed to the hospital, but doctors couldn't save her. Here's a medical explanation for that strangeness. So this is called it's a delayed return of spontaneous cardiac activity. This is after someone has been pronounced dead. Usually it happens in the hospital. There are definitely cases where the CPR is ended, the doctors and staff are writing their notes, and then somebody notices the patient's eyes are open or the patient.
So yes, child.
She
The
was
baby.
not ready to go. She was like, hold up.
Okay,
She
Dora
was
was
not
coming to
ready.
Explorer,
Oh,
but I was like, gosh, I gotta be so bad because it's like the mother already prepared herself when she passed the first time. Then just to find out, like, oh my God, there's hope if she come back to life in a casket just to get to the hospital, just to relive that all over again. Like, gosh, that's a lot
and
of.
hold on, they didn't embalm her? Like, how she come back to life? She didn't go through the embalming process?
I don't know. She was 3. I don't know if they do
Wait.
that on kids. You know what I mean? If they have enough organs or if it's big enough to do it. I don't know. I don't know how they do it for
That's
the kids,
dirty.
but I just know. Oh my God,
Do
that
they
was.
do that when you get in, like if you're gonna be
Embalm.
cremated? Do they
Uh,
still embalm you? Do they
they
still?
do because they embalmed mommy, but to preserve the body so it won't look all it's not
Dead.
as
Treated.
decomposed. But I know some religions don't do embalming fluid. They that's why they are so quick to bury their loved one. So they don't believe in embalming fluid. They just do like oils and fragrances and wrap it around the body and
Mm.
yeah, and bury them pretty much bury them without embalming fluid. But
Mm.
what, little mama? So what?
That's
Oh
crazy. That's
yes, that
sad.
is where we are. And also in some more here local news, kidnapping suspect attempts to stab cop with pen in interrogation room. So Ohio kidnapping suspect, he attempted to stab the officer with a pen. His name is Reed, and he was taken into custody after allegedly acting as a parent during an open house at St. Virgin's School. The student's principal noticed Reed and said he was acting in an odd manner on the premises and called 911 to report a trespasser, telling the dispatcher that the intruder was posing a threat. According to police, Reed told detectives that he had plotted to abduct a 5-year-old girl from the school after offering her Starbucks candy coated with the tranquilizer to obtain sexual favors.
Jesus.
So, yes, I know at this point he is in there, locked up, okay? And locked up. People is just out here wilding.
Doing anything.
Yes. And
A
speaking of
5-year-old with
They kept us
Starbucks?
caged in like animals, and now that people outside and free, they
mhm,
just be
they just
tripping.
out exactly. And speaking of also who was tripping was this lady, woman allegedly punched nail salon employee after refusing to pay a $280 bill. I was like, first of all, what did she get
What you
done
get
on this
done?
bill? So here's a smidge of that. Well, here was a smidge of that. Can y'all hear anything?
Nah.
No.
Don't do that. I might stop with that. Tense moments over there at a nail salon in West Harris County after police say this woman just refused to pay after getting her nails done. It happened at a store on South Mason Road, and the woman punched a store employee and trashed the place. Now on the run, police are looking for her. Fox 26's Tiffany Justice spoke to an employee at the store, obviously still shaken up.
The employee says she was physically assaulted and the suspect threatened to kill her. The nail technician did not want her face shown. It's scary because I never had that before. Investigators with the Harris County Sheriff's Office needing the public's help to identify this woman who assaulted a nail tech at the salon in Katy and swindled them out of $280. The attack caught on video. No, we can't do that. You have to let us cut the nail. Tell me again. The employee telling Fox 26 she believes a woman came in knowing she couldn't pay, initially going over how much the nails would cost for what she was asking the nail technician to do.
Terrible. So yes, honey, they is looking for her. I'll keep it updated. They found this hoe already, but $280, girl, just on the nails because they did not mention no pedicure. Like, what was you in there doing? You knew you could not afford that.
That's a
Made
lot of
them.
money.
That
It
is
is
a
a
lot
lot.
of money. Like, what is you doing? It made them do all that on you like that. Like, girl, in the bar, in the bar. And next,
Okay.
huh?
I said, okay.
Yes, okay. And next up, and which isn't so much locally news, but a couple having sex in the back seat was carjacked and abducted. I mean,
What?
abandoned on the street in Brazil. Yes, girl.
What?
So neighbors get into this. Imagine having sex up in your car and then you're interrupted by a group of carjackers, child. Well, that's exactly what happened to a couple down in Brazil, and they ended up on the damn street. According to Daily Mail, the incident went down last month and was captured on CCTV in Brazil. The two were in the car bumping and grinding when three individuals popped up out of nowhere. They forced open the car doors, and it was pretty much over at this point. One of the broke men got mad at that. One of the broke men got behind the wheel and another on the passenger side. A little arm could be seen reaching out from inside the car to try to pull the door closed in the desperate attempt to keep the robbers out. The couple end up jumping out the passenger door of the car, butterball naked. The third carjacker end up getting in the
That's how
car
they
and they just took
That's
off.
described it. That's so
Yeah, they
unprofessional.
saying they just took off and they said and they tossed their clothes out the window. So,
First of all,
child,
who reported this? Talk about some bumping and grinding and butterball
And
naked.
Butterball
Bro,
naked.
that is our good old ratchet ghetto, the neighborhood talk. Okay, yes, indeed, the neighborhood talk keeps it real and ratchet. And I be like, oh my god, like that was crazy, but at least they was okay. But dang, that messed up the whole nut. That messed up. Oh, that wasn't very hazelnutty. That was
yeah,
not.
okay.
Oh, sorry, guys. But up next, we got okay. Is $20 enough for you? So apparently they saying there's this Wendy's out here. They ain't trying to claim that state what state it is, but they're saying they're starting them at $20 an hour or whatever. So people like, oh, hold on, like let me go over here. What y'all doing? What y'all talking about? Was
Okay.
really good. Where it's at. So somebody was like, LOL, I just passed. Definitely said 13. So she was like, okay. She confirmed if in her state it was 13, it's not 20. Somebody said, you said junior bacon, no tomatoes. Okay, pull them around. Your total is $2.18. Okay.
Okay.
Somebody said, would that complete your order? LOL. And then he responded back to her, I forgot that part. Yes. Exactly.
Okay.
No, you
Exactly.
forgot my pleasure. Yes, for $20 at Wendy's. Listen.
Okay, exactly. So I was like, damn, like, okay, if they is paying them that now, listen, y'all need to up on everything else up here in these little pay grade regimentees out
Right.
here.
They don't even pay teachers' aides $20.
That's crazy. So, and those ones watching our kids. So, yeah, that was pretty much that. And speaking of enough, which is the top story for the evening, as this weekend, your boy was just really, really out here doing a lot. And when I say your boy, I'm
Ooh.
talking to Kanye
Uh,
West, who was getting out here in the little smidget of things with Kim Kardashian and her family or whatnot. So, it all started with basically where he want the kids to go to school. Oh, that went down the wrong throat. That was deep throat.
Throaty.
Yes. And so as I pull that together, he posted this, like I guess a message he sent to Kim, idea. Kids 2 days at Donda and 3 days at SC, or 3 days at Donda and 2 days at SC, including field trips, busing and educational places. And then he hashtag it or, caption it, this is co-parenting. So apparently he want the kids to go to two different schools at the same time, apparently. And I was like, Donda, like that's the whole school. And yes, lo and behold, I went to go look it up. It really is a whole school out
Oh,
here. So I was like, oh wow. So of course that didn't stop him. He kept going and he called out Tristan, Trav, and Scott, calling my fellow cum donors. We in this together, basically saying
damn.
like, we have a say so in what our kids do. Like the decision is just not always up to them and X, Y, and Z. So
Wow.
then Chris got involved. So I'm assuming this is Kim saying this because she's saying from my mom. And it say, please tell him to please stop mentioning my name. I'm almost 67 years old and I don't always feel great. And this stresses me to no end. So he's like, y'all don't have so over my black children and where they go to school.
Oh,
They will they will not do Playboy and sex tapes. Tell your Clinton friends to come get me. I'm here. And then of course he captions that God loves us. Okay.
What's going on?
Okay. And then Ray J jumped in because when he saw what Chris had wrote, he got annoyed with that and was like, but what about my mom, Chris? You telling people false stories about me, making a black man look horrible for your gain. You introduced
mm,
me to Steve. You masterminded everything for your family and tried to ruin mine at the same time. You don't think all mothers get stressed? Or you special, huh? I know it's old and I don't care. That makes me sick, but God had my back and still does. So I'm like, okay, people. And then Kanye even took it a little further, honey, when he did jumped in the back here on Pete again to talk, ask Pete how those tattoos of my kids doing in the trauma unit. I'm like, oh, so I'm like, he got the kid's name tattooed on him
What?
too. Like that was a bit much, like for new
okay,
beginnings. Like, okay, but here we are. And as it is
girl.
still going and unfolding, he also basically had a little thing to say. Basically, Kanye West say calling him crazy is basic as fuck at this point. I know girls who sell pussy that don't agree with how my daughters are displayed. And at the end of the day, he was like, I'm the kid's father. And he captioned that. Imagine not having any say so on where your kids go to school. So this is where all triggered all of that. So yeah, they are back to fueling and
Mm.
having little issues.
Trickery.
Yes,
Yes.
very
but
triggery. Yes.
So, so that concludes the read for the evening. So it's by the Shade Room, the Neighborhood Talk, Hollywood Unlocked, where all news is juicy and allegedly. And I'm gonna go ahead and turn it back over to my girls in the studio because I'm trying to get turned out. But
Okay.
I mean, if I ain't already been turned out, or maybe, but y'all gonna get my drift in a minute and what I mean by that, because
Okay.
yeah, that definitely moves us into IGTO. I got turned out. Okay.
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 So this
Mhm.
actually stemmed from one of these days back in the day. Yeah, I was listening to the Breakfast Club, and it was actually a part on there where there's this woman, a black woman, actually a dominatrix, and she loves being in control. That's her thing. She's not willing to give that up. She loves being in control in the bedroom. She's not the submissive type. Um, and she looks to turning men out. Like that's the turn on for her. So one day, she plays around with her man Booty Ho, and he didn't like it whatsoever. But that is what made her happy about it, like the discomfort and the pain that it brings him.
Mhm.
So then,
Mm.
one day, now she noticed when they go to have sex and he toots his booty up at her and in a submissive way, like, it's
Mm.
okay to play. And now it turns her completely off. So she's on going off and she's like, I don't want this. Like, I'll break up with him for this. Like, this is no, that is not what I want. And da 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 da. But, they're telling her, but you put him onto this. You turned him
Out.
basically out to this. You know what I mean? You
Right.
put them on to it, you show them, and now you know what I mean. Now you don't. She's like, exactly. Like, no, I don't want to. He need to go back to the old way, or this is it. This is done. So this is what brought on
I'm
that
confused.
whole
Mhm.
conversation. You don't have to necessarily be turned out sexually. Like you can get turned out with anything, like any type of experience. So I mean, honestly, like what is the meaning of turned out to you? Because to me, I feel like the meaning of turned out is an experience you have never had that now becomes something you have experienced. So that's how I feel the meaning of like what it means to me. So it's not always necessarily sexual.
Right. So for me, being turned out is like you said, like pretty much learning something new, being uncomfortable about it, but you can't revert back to not doing it anymore. Like, for
Okay.
an example, this situation where old girl got her man turned out with booty pleasures. Okay. Now he like how it's gonna be difficult for him to now wear booty
Suiting it
pleasures.
out. Suiting it.
Yeah, like
Mm.
like how you gonna toot your booty? I
Not
I just don't
Sorry.
know how you gonna.
I'm just not into that.
Oh my god! Like it's gonna. That's my idea of it. Like you can't being turned out. You it's hard for you to revert back to not wanting to do it. So
I I feel I look at turned out as I mean, yeah, it's a new experience, but when once you get a hit of that experience, you get addicted, instantly addicted to it, and you want it more and more and more and over and over and over. That's what I think. Cause like if
anymore.
somebody just like do one thing, it's not really nothing. But if they do it, you find out they did it and then they keep trying to do it, you be like, oh, they turned you out. But that's because they want to keep doing it over and over and over again. So that's the only difference about mine. It's like they get addicted to it instantly. Whatever it
mm,
is. Even if
so
it's
Okay.
you got
like
turned out with the
going
booty
outside,
pleasure.
being outside, because everybody don't be outside. And it's like, went outside, had a good time, now you keep going outside. You done got turned
You
out because you keep
addicted,
doing it over and
yeah.
over and over again.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I think.
My man, his booty pleasures. Do that thing up, mama. Make it.
Yeah. I know I've I've got turned out um
Oh, care to
by,
share.
by
Okay.
someone. It was like more I was turned out more like I became more in tune with my sexual side. Like
Mm,
um I used to be like shy, but then I kind of like it was encouraged to just I was always like I felt I felt comfortable being naked, completely naked without feeling
mm.
judged or anything. And so like it would
Wow.
things that would be said to me is like encouraging it and telling me how beautiful I am and all that other stuff. So I think I got more in tune with my femininity,
Okay.
Mm,
and then I became
yeah.
more sexually expressive, and I just felt like that shit turned me out, like, because I just wanted to be able to experience it more and more and more and more, because I started to feel like a woman instead of like
Okay.
a shy girl that's just making it clap, like
Yes.
fully, not even fully clothed with clothes on. But then, once I got turned out, I started to wear lingerie and,
Okay.
okay. I started to wear like lingerie and have different like,
Mhm.
relationship enhancements and, and that person turned me out.
Yes. Thank you for that. Thank you for turning her out. Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Well,
Yes, you
yes. So
can.
my turn outie was alcohol. Yes. So yes, back in the day, like one drink would do it for me. And I don't know what happened. It happened at Mika's party and her birthday trip in LA. And we was at the club and everybody was getting henny with well, yeah, they was getting henny. I saw Mika with the henny with no chaser, I think. And I
Yeah,
was
shout
like,
out
oh,
to
I
that
want to
girl who bought me that in the club. Thank you, girl.
Yes,
Yes,
I was
no,
like, "Oh,
that's
let
it.
me try this," and then I absolutely loved it with no chaser. And then I came home and was like, "Let me get some henny," and then it became Henny Festival, and then it's bad now because I mean I'm not an alcoholic, but I was just turned out a little bit because every time I go out to eat, I gotta get a drink. Like it could
Okay.
be breakfast time. Can I get a mimosa with a splash of Hennessy in it or something?
Listen, it's a celebration everywhere. Okay.
Yes, it's 12 o'clock somewhere. So yes. Yes, that was
Okay.
yes. I
Let
don't
me
think I've been turned out
see.
any other way. Maybe. No. I don't know.
Let me see. I'm gonna say me being turned out. I had a lot of turned out moments, but I guess one that's like memorable, I guess it's like honestly like my first real experience with a girl. Like I'm gonna say the real experience because I had
Mhm.
stuff before that which was more like experimental, but like the real experience was like, okay, girl, like, hold on, wasn't ready, hold on. So I was like, I would definitely say, because that was memorable. And that's one thing I can say I remember about my first like encounter, like my first girlfriend, first relationship, and like first being intimate and stuff with each other was like, OMG. So yeah, shout out
Hosted
to
by
that.
me.
Okay. Okay. And Jay Z. Yes. I'm not judging, but fuck that hoe. Yes. But but yeah, I would definitely say that was a turnout. That was a turnout. She turned yes, cause I ain't never looked back after that. It was like, yes, that nigga
Okay.
a munch, okay?
And a
Eat it for
month.
breakfast or lunch, dra. Like, yes, okay,
Mm,
okay. That nigga a munch.
Mm-mm.
mm, mm, mm. Yes,
Okay,
indeed he will. Okay.
Oh my.
oh God, yes.
Mm.
So, yeah. Do you think you could be turned out by multiple people or just like one and done? You can only be turned out by one person.
I think you get turned out by more than one person because I think the turned out is just it's an experience,
Mm.
Yeah,
Okay.
not really a person.
it's
So
like a different kind of turnout. Yeah.
yeah,
Mm.
different
Okay.
experience. Yeah, because your one of your friends could turn you out and introduce you to something and it just turns you out and then like something wild, like I don't know, some type of candy or something like that. And
Ooh,
you just
candy.
start getting
The
addicted to the
candy.
candy and just
Yeah,
craziness.
see, if you're getting turned out
Or
to a
you could have somebody that could turn you out sexually. You could have somebody to turn you out when it comes to drugs, like
Yeah.
get you on
Mhm.
some type of drug, and then you turned out like now you a head, you a crackhead, cokehead, whatever head, dipper head, whatever. And they
Exactly.
could have
Okay.
turned you out. So it's different. I
Yeah.
think it's based on situations. The
I
turn out.
agree.
I
Turny.
think yeah. I agree. So what about, aging like wine then? When you get older, can you still get turned out? Or have
Yeah.
Hmm.
you experienced enough to where,
You can
that's
get
that?
turned out by a
You get
young whippersnapper.
Okay.
oh,
Yes. Still get turned
yeah.
out at any age.
Like
Yes.
break that
Mm,
hip, okay, Miss
okay.
Parker. Yeah.
Had a little
Yes.
had a
Put my
little
sciatica in place.
okay.
Miss Parker.
Uh,
Oh, okay. Okay,
yeah,
they
had a little
believe that
dose of
when you
that
are
little
older,
that
not
little
for
young stuff.
Hmm.
and they
You
don't
gotta
know that
live.
little old hoe might be showing them little young whippersnapper something too now.
Mhm.
Hmm. That
Showing them
too.
little youngins. Oh, let me find out me out there getting it, be clapping them little old lady cheeks. Oh, y'all nasty.
I know I'm gonna be clapping cheeks when I'm old. I don't care. As long as my hips work,
Okay.
as long as
Listen.
my body still work and I could clap. Oh, I'm gonna make it clap.
Okay. Yes, I know that's right. Okay. I
Mhm.
guess that's
Hopefully,
it.
my at that time my husband his thing will still work. We're gonna have to get him something. We're gonna have to get him some pills or something to make sure it still works.
Okay. Yes, get that
It's
honey.
okay.
Okay.
Oh
Listen.
yeah, that
Put them
honey.
on
Yeah.
that. Eat that. Okay. Exactly.
Put that in the Hennessy.
Okay. Yes. Yeah, drink that. Yeah, drink all that. Yes, pop pop. Okay. Yes. I ain't mad at it.
Yes,
I ain't
pop
mad
nightcap. Pop pop.
at it. Okay. So what is?
So,
Oh,
oh,
go ahead. No, go
I was
ahead.
gonna say, so have any of y'all ever turned anyone out?
Mm-hmm. I
Why
definitely
you say?
say turning out. You know what it is for me? It was me with like the Doms, the AG, the aggressive kind of girls, because they be thinking like, yeah, oh, she's femme, she's gonna be real submissive. For the most part, I am, but sometimes that Henny get in you, and that Superwoman be like, get over here, like it just switch up, and they be like, oh damn, like. But I be turning them hoes out. Like they be like, oh my God, like I don't be doing all this and all that. Well, you are. You're still a woman at the end of the day. I just reassure these hoes that you are a woman. Like if you fucking with
Don't
me,
get it
especially
twisted,
you need
right?
to know that you're a woman. I don't care if you dress like a nigga, that's what you giving. You still a woman. Just like back in the day, D had the deepest voice, sounded like a whole nigga, but Shorty, you was a whole girl, and she used to get mad too when I used to make her moan. She ain't like that, but it is what it is. You're a woman. It's pleasure. It feels great. Let it out. Like no one's judging you. And yeah,
Okay.
that's how I like to turn out the AGs real quick on the mic.
On a mic.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
Get over here.
Get
Yes.
over here.
Stop. Do it again. Do it
Stop,
again. Hey, so not tight.
Hazelnutty.
hazelnutty.
Y'all blow me.
Oh my goodness. I forgot what I
Blow
was
me.
saying. Okay.
Okay.
um um
What
oh.
happened?
I had lost my train of thought. I tried to look at my notes, but it didn't bring it back. But um what was I gonna say? Oh my God, pass. Because I can't
That
I
train of
lost my
thought
train
came
of thought. I
up.
had something
Okay.
good to say.
Oh
I was just gonna
no.
say if you could pick one person or an experience that someone introduced you to, what would you say to them now?
Thank you. Gracias.
Okay.
Pretty much, because again, I think I said on another show that growing up, I wasn't like this sexual being. I was just like, everything was yuck to me. Like, ugh, why do people do that? But then I understood why people do that. And I was
Okay.
like, yes, give me more. Give me
Okay. And
more.
more.
So
And more.
gracias. I would say gracias to the to the to the people.
Not the people.
So
Um,
gracias. If you're watching, gracias to the people. Yes.
I know. Well, I wouldn't even like. I don't know which person I can really like put this on, but like being introduced to the club life, because it could have been one or two people. Like when I first started going. Well, I mean, I guess I could credit her too, but then him, he kind of I have to credit him for the turnout part. But it's just the lifestyle, living the club lifestyle, and like just living in my 20s and just living like sex, drugs, and rock and roll. Like I had that experience and I enjoyed it. I had a great time. Although a lot of
Okay.
craziness happened in my life, but I
Mhm.
still enjoyed it. And I was definitely
Okay.
turned out for a second. But yeah, I'm glad that I was able to experience something. You know, some people don't get to experience anything in
Nope.
their 20s. They don't have nothing like any stories to talk about. So I'm glad I was able to,
Nope.
as crazy as it was, experience that part of my life. So yeah.
You always got
So I guess
stories.
credit to both of them.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. And I'll definitely just give a few thank you and shout outs to some from my past, for the turnouts, that have been warned and have been taken into my future and stepped up, with the twists on them. But yes, it has been a wonderful, great learning experience, through all of it. So, yes, I think I had a few. Actually, I had a few. So, yes, thank you to y'all out here in these streets. Thank
Okay.
y'all. It would not, yes, this flash would not be possible without you guys. Thank you. Appreciate you. Yes.
Okay.
Thank you so
Yeah.
much.
Oh man, so fun. Some fun
Yes.
times.
And that is my final word and thoughts for that. Did y'all have any final words? Anything y'all would like to say?
I would just say it's okay. It is okay to be turned out on certain
It
stuff.
is.
It's
Yeah, people
okay. It's
sometimes stigma
okay.
give you an idea that it's not a good thing. I think it is.
As
And
I
then
long
think
just
as it doesn't
embrace
everybody.
it.
affect your life in a negative way, go for it.
Yeah, I
How would it
agree.
affect you negatively?
If you
Drugs,
get turned out on drugs,
Mm,
mhm,
yeah, I
mm,
guess you're right
or
about that.
gambling.
yeah,
Prostitution and
Mhm.
stuff. Okay.
yeah,
Yeah, because people do get turned out in that. Okay. All right. You're right. You're right.
Mhm.
Not those things
yeah.
right
So
there, but
just don't let it control you. You control it, honey. But
Yeah, don't let
okay.
it turn to a real addiction because that'll be all bad.
That
yeah,
would be. That really would
Yeah,
be.
yes.
Okay.
Yeah. All right, so let's get into this swinger post. Alert, 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 alert. Hosted by me. Okay. All right, so this evening swingers post alert is a lot of you women have turned dating men into a hustle and a scam. That's why a lot of men just go out with y'all with the sole intentions of fucking. I said what I said.
you
So
How are
women
you gonna say a lot? You don't even know a lot of women.
probably do. You
okay,
know, like
so
two or
let's
three women
get
about some you.
into it. Let's get into it because this definitely came from a swinger who was just posting, who definitely posts this a lot of
Oh
stuff
yeah, I think I
that
know who
they
you're
like
talking
to
about.
post. But yes, let's get into it. How do you guys feel about it? Because apparently he said what he said. Yes, it
I'm
is a
pretty
he.
sure
He said
some
what he
women do
said.
do that, but it's not a lot of women because you don't know a lot of women. Like, it's so many women in this world, you don't know a lot.
Right,
Mhm.
So just say some, just get that right.
right. It
And
might be the
then
women you know, but
yeah, but yeah, that means that you deal with
And then
weirdy women. I don't know. I guess people's opinion is their opinion. When I see those type of posts, I don't agree with it, but I'm not about to use my energy to try to convince them that
right.
it's something otherwise. Because at the end of the day, who cares? At the end of the day is over. Like, who cares?
Okay. Ah, I like
yes,
that.
but
That's
then
so
you say, you know what I mean? Like that's basically a reason why a lot of the men sole intentions is on just fucking y'all or whatever. So it's like basically you out here speaking for solemnly mostly all men. Like, okay, that's the whole plan anyway, is to fuck you. But like what if it wasn't his plan to fuck her? Like he just met her. What if he a man with standards? Like let me fill her out. You know what I mean? I don't
Right.
want to just sling out the dick on the first night. Like, let me fill her out. Let's see what it do, whatever. Maybe the next night I sling out the dick. Like, but not tonight. But it was like, dude, I hate when they categorize all women, like a lot of y'all, and they're like, you don't know. You just know what you've been through or who you've been dealing with. Maybe that's the type of women or that's the era that you're talking to. So you just need to direct that towards them. But
You need to change who you attract now.
and
Exactly.
okay, and that point
Exactly.
exactly, like yes, check, like look at you. You know what I mean? Look at yourself and see why you attracting these type of women.
Because you be
That's
on games. Usually the men that attract women that be on games is men that be on games. Because that's the energy. Well,
yeah.
that's the energy you carry. Or you attract it because you always deal with these type of people. And that's the energy, you know,
And my
that's
thing
on
is like
you.
you saying they hustling and scheming. What are they hustling and scheming on?
Taking
Cause
free
some of y'all niggas
dinners.
is broke. Like, what is they hustling and scheming? Like, what are they hustling and scheming
There's
on?
some broke
Like,
dudes out here.
They not broke. They working at Wendy's getting paid $20 an hour.
okay,
Okay.
Okay, they got
okay,
money, honey.
listen,
Let me get a
listen.
part time at Wendy's.
Okay.
I don't
That's
know,
my
but I
very
just
first
know
job.
I be noticing a lot of men be doing a lot of talking from behind Facebook. But when given a platform, yeah, talk your shit, say what you want to say. They never know where to be found. So
Exactly.
yeah, if you talk behind Facebook, clearly you don't have nothing to say to me. Like your opinion just means nothing. Like it's It's Facebooky. Like that is what it's giving. Sorry.
It's for and people post those things. Sometimes they don't even believe that shit. They just post it for an
For likes and
outcome.
comments.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Well, I guess they also posting and get blocked too, because I had to block a few people for
Oh,
posting
I
just
saw your never
stupidness.
mind. I'll say this off the air.
Okay. It
Oh
must be
my
tea.
gosh.
So
I meant to text you earlier, but I forgot.
so yeah, my final thought on that is boy bye. Like
Boy,
boy bye.
Annabelle.
Yeah, that's all I gotta say on that one.
Yeah, I disagree. I feel like women that are that may be on scams, maybe there are women. I don't think it's a lot of women, but I think maybe there are women that are like that, but that's because they have not let go of the hurt that they've been through already. They need to just, start over anew. But because they probably have attracted scammers themselves or attracted guys that or women, depending on what you like, have attracted people that have been about games, then that's all the negative, that's all that the energy that you're giving off. So that's your defense mechanism to like be scammy or whatever.
Okay.
Right.
So
And if you allowing them to be scammy, then what's your problem? Like
And
my thing
see,
is like, yeah. I mean, they have to do it if you allowing them to do it, or you just need to just say no, gracias. Like I don't. Sometimes I just don't understand why people talk because it just don't. It just
it don't move.
don't. But like Melanie said, your opinion is your opinion, and you know it is what it is. But
okay.
I agree with Melanie disagreement.
That's what she said. All that to say. Okay.
I
Hmm.
say all that to say,
All right. So we are
yeah.
done here, and Meaty, you can
Okay.
do what you do best. Okay.
Oh, is it the
Like it.
climax? And the climax. Well,
Okay.
yes. Shout out to everyone that has tuned in tonight. All of the old ho swingers and all of the new swingers. You are now old ho swinger. Now that you reached the end of the show, we appreciate you. Make sure if you haven't done so, hit the like button on this video and all the other videos. Um, Comment, share, subscribe, hit the notification bell. Get us in the recommended section of your YouTube. We really, really appreciate you. Um, so without further ado, let's plug you. Okay. All right.
Okay,
So
yes.
if you want to contact us, you can hit us up on our email at firstladies2412@gmail.com. You can check us out on our social media, which is the Instagrammy, and that is at Drunken Threesomes Podcast. We also have a TikTok that's Drunken Threesomes 2412. We have a Twitter that's Drunken Threesomes. Our Facebook is Drunken Threesomes with the First Ladies. And you can also check us out on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, wherever they have podcasts at Drunken Threesomes with the First Ladies. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah.
So grab y'all glasses, whatever y'all have left, your blunts, whatever, your little doggies, leave the big ones on the floor again. And you guys are gonna toast one last time with us. Let's go. Clink, clink, clink.
Mm. Mm.
Whew.
Rowdy.
Yes. Ooh, can't do that one. Okay. All right. But just in case, if you were still wondering, we are still
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 going
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 strong.
strong.
strong. In my
Bye,
ass.
guys. Okay.
Pour drinking.
Light it up.
Pour drinking.
Light it
In my
up.
ass.
Drinking.
Light it up.
Pour drinking.
Light it up.
Pour drinking.
Light it up.
Pour drinking.
Light it up. You're tuned into the Drunken Threesomes with the First Ladies. Got you turning up the temperature about 80 degrees. Growing up in a DMV, go best friend, go best friend. Finding on this sisterhood, we know you love this blend. Come toast with us, get drunk with us, and get into this tea. Come spar with us, no judge with us, and R.E.A.D. Okay, you looking like you wanna come over and take a peek. You can have one of us or all three of us with the swinger of the week. Wow.